Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aaron Domansky, along with Tyler Hodge. Tonight, we continue our coverage of Red Tornado basketball on WKMC as Mount Carmel area hosts Loyalsock in the District 4 AAA Heartland Conference girls basketball matchup. PA announcer Greg Sakavich is going to be giving you your starting lineups.
Wearing number 20, a junior, Chloe Kennedy. Wearing number 23, a junior, Izzy Danzig. And rounding out Loyalsock's lineup, wearing number 30, a freshman, Elena Danzig. Loyalsock is coached by Curtis Jacobson, assisted by Terry Jacobson, assisted by Jacob Seiko and Jason Perry. And now, your starting lineup for your Red Tornado Varsity Girls Basketball Team. Wearing number 2, a junior, Ava Chapman. Wearing number 21, a senior, Rachel Witkowski. Wearing number 24, a senior, Katie Witkowski. Wearing number 10, a senior, Jenna Bazzoli. And rounding out the Tornado lineup, number 42, a senior, Alyssa Reisinger. Tornadoes are coached by head coach Lisa Morano, assisted by Gary Spears and Isabella Stella. Reminder that lavatories are located at the end of the ramp in the gym lobby, and the concession stand is in operation also in the gym lobby. Please remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in this evening. Excited to be back on the air bringing you tonight's game. Mount Carmel area versus Loyalsock. The Big Red come into tonight's game at 15-2 for Coach Lisa Verano. Tornadoes have won their last 6, including wins last week against Palmerton and Warrior Run. Alyssa Reisinger netting her 1,000th career point in that one.
Yeah, our Loyalsock's also coming in at 13-4 for Coach Curtis Jacobson. Lancers are winners of their last 4, including knocking off top seed in district rankings Bloomsburg. Last time these two met earlier this season, MCA won 56-42.
Rematch tonight on the floor for the Lancers starting off. Number 1, Abdul Hakim. 2, Ellis. 20, Chloe Kennedy. 23, Izzy Dadzi. And 30, Elena Dadzi for the Big Red. Number 2, Ava Chapman. 10, Jenna Pizzoli. 21, Rachel Witkowski. 24, Katie Witkowski. And 42, Alyssa Reisinger. We are ready for our opening tip. Underway here at the Mount Carmel Area High School Gymnasium. Loyalsock has possession to begin our contest.
Mount Carmel girls opening up in man-to-man defense here. Loyalsock's looking to go inside. A little bit of height advantage here. Nice pass. Couldn't convert though. Nice pass there by Loyalsock, getting to the middle of the defense.
Witkowski with the board. She's bringing up the court for the Tornadoes. Over to Pizzoli. Back to Rachel. Tornadoes' first possession.
Loyalsock also opens the man-to-man defense.
Pizzoli in the paint. Dishes out. Katie Witkowski, top of the key. Chapman inside to Reisinger. Lancers grab it. Izzy Doddsey bringing it up the floor for Loyalsock. Chloe Kennedy, number 20, with that last shot. Katie Witkowski snags it. Big Red up the court. Inside to
Nice
Reisinger.
pass. Beautiful pass.
And Alyssa continues.
Way to run the court for Mount Carmel. They come out in a full court press here.
Early 2-0 lead for the Tornadoes.
Nice hands.
Rachel Witkowski with the steal to the hoop and scores.
Quick steal there on the press for Coach Verano.
4-0 Mount Carmel early.
Just a little full court press. Nothing special. Man-to-man.
Lancers bringing it up court. Doddsey.
Quick hands there again.
Ellis. Inside. Dishes. Abdul Hakim with the shot. No good. Reisinger rebound. Tornadoes have it again. Just approaching 6 minutes left in the first. Witkowski commanding that offense as she does all season long.
They're looking to go in.
Inside Reisinger shot
Nice
and a
pass.
whistle.
Beautiful entry pass there by Witkowski to get it into Alyssa Reisinger. She gets rewarded by going to the foul line. That foul was going to be on number 30, Dadsy, her first.
Alyssa sinks the first. And while she's at the Stride Pod, we'll give her a huge shout out again for achieving 1,000 points in the last game against Warrior Run. She's the 15th Red Tornado to do that. So congratulations, Alyssa.
Yeah, she joined some elite company up there on the wall. I was looking at it before the game. You know, you see Mara Mancini, she's here in attendance. Kim Henner-Scavage, Renata Arnsfield. You can't forget about Maria Fontana Rosa, and you know that's impressive. 15 girls to score 1,000 points in Mount Carmel. That says a lot.
And the first since Danny Ray Reno 2 years ago. So 6-0 Mount Carmel early, and they're going to get the ball back.
Good defense by Mount Carmel, hustling back. Loyalsock looked to push the ball there a little bit up the court, but Mount Carmel recovered and got back and get the turnover.
Chappie going to inbound, gets to Rachel Wikoski.
Loyalsock comes out with a little full court press themselves. It's a little 1-2-2.
Wikoski's with a little back and forth. Rachel launches to Pizzoli.
That's going to be her second. That's going to be the second foul on Dadsy, number 30.
Dadsy was standing there like the wall of Troy on that last play.
She was just a little late getting over on the press there for Coach Jacobson. You know, they swung it to Pizzoli on the corner. Jacobson just a little late recovering, and from Mount Carmel picked up the foul.
Pizzoli right back at it. Inside dishes out to Wikoski.
No.
Pizzoli, 3-ball shot off the rim. Wikoski rebound inside to Reisinger. Kicks out to Pizzoli, another 3-shot, and this one is good. Jenna Pizzoli for 3. Tornadoes up 9-0 in the first.
And Mount Carmel stays in a full court press. Now, just before Jenna Pizzoli shot that, I was wondering if they were going to try to get back into Alyssa, because number 30, Dadsy, is guarding her man-to-man, and she has 2 fouls.
Tornado's going to get it back off the turnover. Just under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first, holding a 9-0 lead. Couldn't ask for a better start if you're Coach Ferrano. And the Tornadoes up 9-0.
Loyalsock's going to get a timeout.
We have a timeout by Coach Jacobson for the Lancers.
Can't like what he saw there early on in the first couple minutes.
Well, at the break, we'd like to thank our game sponsor tonight, which is Hollywood Pizza. And if you stay tuned all season long, Hollywood Pizza has been our sponsor of the Tornado of the Game. We'll be awarding the Tornado of the Game again this evening. So thank you, Hollywood Pizza, for all your pizza and baking needs. Check out Hollywood on Oak Street in Mount Carmel.
Now, Loyalsock called a quick timeout there. Coach Jacobson, want to kind of discuss things. Can't be happy with starting off down 9-0 on the road, you know, after a big win against Bloomsburg. And he's going to keep the full court press on here, try to get Mount Carmel to make a turnover.
Katie going to inbound to her sister Rachel. Tornadoes have it. Bring it up the floor.
She's like the quarterback out there, commanding her way.
Pizzoli inside Reisinger finishes. Tornadoes have a double-digit lead, 11-0 early over the Lancers. Firing on all cylinders tonight for the Big Red.
Mount Carmel playing aggressive man-to-man defense.
Dadsy tried to make something happen. Reisinger grabbed it. Tornadoes have it back again.
See if Mount Carmel looks to go inside here on Alyssa.
Pizzoli on the wing.
You
called it, Hodge. They did go inside.
They see something. They have an advantage. It's going to be on the Dadsy sister twin, her first, number 23 for Loyalsock. Her Izzy. That's going to be Izzy's first foul for Loyalsock. They're doubling Reisinger in a post. Someone's got to be open.
Wikoski got it in to Clokus. Then rebound. Pizzoli sinks to 3, her second of the game. Up 14-0 halfway through the first.
And her shot looks on tonight.
It is definitely on. Clokus grabbing that for Mount Carmel.
They get a backcourt. Good defense there by Loyalsock.
Abdul Hakim was on Clokus. She was looking for some help. Unfortunately, it didn't get there in time, and that's why the backcourt happened. Lancer's going to have possession.
Mount Carmel went to the bench there a little bit. Got Clokus and Sydney Reed in the game for Coach Ferrano.
Abdul Hakim for the Lancers.
They get a foul. Yep, she came over top of her. Clokus is first. Team's first. But you got to have Coach Verano, though. She goes to the bench with Clokus, and Reed comes in, and right away Clokus is still staying aggressive. You don't skip a beat when you go to the bench and get one of your starters a quick break.
Dadsey. Inside shot.
It was a nice screen.
Rims out. Dadsey got the rebound. Abdul Hakim and Rikoski on the spot grabs it for the Red Tornadoes behind the back dribble. Looking nice up court to Clokus to Reisinger. Alyssa dishes out to Clokus. They're working perimeter. Rachel going to slow things up.
Tipped away. Stay Mount Carmel ball.
On that last offensive possession, you can see why Rachel Wikoski is the point guard for this team. Great display of dribbling.
She's commanding the offense there, telling girls where to go, calling out plays, does a little bit of everything out there for Coach Verano. Nice pass.
Pozzoli again.
Quick 8 points
for her.
We're thinking the same thing.
16-0 MCA.
And nope, she just got a little too aggressive there. They're going to get a foul on her with a reach. Jenna Pozzoli's first, team's second. Mount Carmel still comes out in full court press. Oh, they're going to back off here a little bit.
Number 20, Chloe Kennedy checks back in for the Lancers.
It's going to stay man-to-man, though, with a full court press.
She gets it into Abdul Hakim.
Got her on the line. Turnover.
Tornado's going to have it again.
Yeah, that's the name of the game against the high school basketball. The team with the most turnovers usually doesn't fare well. And that's Loyalsock, at least 4 turnovers a game in the first quarter.
Chapman tried to work inside of Pozzoli. Saved by Reed. Lancers had it for a second. There is a whistle.
I think they're going to get Chapman for Mount Carmel. They're going to get Chapman with a foul. Her first. Team's third.
Melito going to inbound for Loyalsock. Gets it into Kennedy, works it up to Ellis.
2-on-1.
She dishes to Luxemburger, and Anna's shot does not fall. There is a whistle on that.
That's going to be on Chapman, her second. 2 quick fouls for Chapman there.
So number 12, Anna Luxemburger for Loyalsock, going to head to the stripe. Tornadoes up 16-0, 2:39 left in the first. Luxemburger's first. First one no good. Going to get another one.
Coach Verano's going to go to her bench, get Chapman a break after picking up her second foul here in the first quarter.
And number 30, Elena Dadsey checks in for the Sock. Loyalsock's on the board. Luxemburger's second shot falls. 16-1 lead for the Tornadoes. And they have possession again, working it around. Wikoski to Pozzoli. Jenna going to drive.
Nice
she
take.
Shoots off the glass.
They get a jump ball. Going to stay Mount Carmel's possession. Alyssa Reisinger's going to check back in. I was going to say, Coach Verano can't have her on the bench long with how she started this game.
Katie going to inbound. Looking under the hoop. Gets it out to Pozzoli.
That's going to be tipped. No possession in the front court. No back court because there was no possession in the front court on an out of bounds underneath, so Mount Carmel retains possession.
As the whole quarter is gone for the Tornadoes, another break going their way there with that no possession.
And I was getting ready to say they were getting a 3 out of it.
Inside to Reed, shot, and we do have a whistle on the play.
Foul's going to be on Ellis of Loyalsock, her first. And Sydney Reed's going to have a chance for 2 foul shots.
First one for Reed drops. Lead back up to 16, 17-1. And Reed hits her second. Tornadoes up 18-1, just under 2 minutes, 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in the first.
Big 2 foul shots for Mount Carmel. They're getting a bench production already. Getting her turnover. Mount Carmel playing very aggressive defense, forcing Loyalsock with 7 turnovers here in the first half, or first quarter, I should say. Usually say the first half when you see 7 turnovers, but it's only the first quarter still.
Little accelerator.
Yep.
Dominating first quarter performance for the Tornadoes.
Now Loyalsock settled into a 2-3 zone here.
Pozzoli 3-shot again and sinks it again. Opens up that lead to 20. Tornadoes 21, Lancers 1.
It's tough to play a 2-3 zone when you have a shooter like Jenna Pozzoli, and when she gets this hot early in the game, she's going to keep shooting.
To the hoop, no good. Reisinger gets it to Wikoski.
I'd go back to her here, Aaron. I think I'd go back to Jenna here. She has the hot hand here, and they're sitting in a 2-3 zone. She's going to have an opening here. There it is. They want to give it to her. Oh.
Wikoski goes inside. Loyalsock bats it away.
I get a foul on Reed with a hold. Her first. Team's fourth.
Clokus checks back in for the Big Red. Melito going to inbound for the Lancers. Trailing by 20 with a minute left here in the first.
Mount Carmel sticking in their man-to-man defense. It's been very aggressive. And their turnover.
Pozzoli to the
Good hustle.
Knocked away by number 23, Izzy Dadzi.
That's great hustle by her to get back on defense and knock it out of Jen and not pick up a foul. They're double teaming Alyssa down low. Someone's going to be open here.
Pozzoli gets to Wikoski.
There it is.
Pozzoli for the 3 again. And someone better call the anthracite because Pozzoli's on fire here in the first quarter.
That's her 4th 3 of the first quarter. 4 threes in 1 quarter, Aaron. They're going to get a jump ball, get a tie up. They didn't celebrate. They hustled back on defense. They get a tie up. Great defense and huge performance here by Jenna Pozzoli in the first half. 4 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Kennedy going to inbound. Dadzi tried to get it inside to Abdul Hakim. Went out of bounds.
I mentioned on that out of bounds by Mount Carmel. They were double teaming Alyssa, so you knew somebody was going to be open. And unfortunately for Loyalsock, they left the wrong person open. And Jenna Pozzoli capitalized on it.
Dadzi trying to make something happen for Sock. Gets it out to Kennedy. Dadzi with the shot, no good. Katie Wikoski board. Rachel launches it up to Jenna Pozzoli. Try to get it to Reisinger. Dadzi was in the way there, and we do have a whistle.
That foul's going to be on Pozzoli, her second. Jenna Pozzoli picked up her second foul there with 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
Tornadoes up 24-1. 11.5 seconds left in the first. Sock has it.
A jump ball. Mount Carmel's going to get possession on the hustle by Abby Clokus there to get the steal and Sydney Reed to get the tie up. 6 seconds here. Plenty of time.
Wikoski to Reed. Closing seconds of the quarter. Rachel Wikoski launches it at the end of the quarter. Doesn't fall. Your score at the end of 1. Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 24. Loyalsock Lancers 1. If you're joining us this evening, the score is correct. At the end of 1, it's Mount Carmel area 24, Loyalsock 1. Dominating first quarter for Lisa Vrano's Red Tornadoes. Firing on all cylinders here early at home.
Huge first quarter there for Jenna Pozzoli. And now we just saw her limp into the locker room there. Hopefully everything's okay. But she had 11 first quarter points, 4 3-pointers Jenna Pozzoli had.
On fire in that first. And, you know, some keys to the game there, Hodge. You called it. They're doubling Alyssa down low. Jenna wound up being open on the perimeter, and she made them pay for it.
I'm sorry, I mentioned she had 14 points in the first quarter. Sorry, I mentioned she had 4 3-pointers. She ended with 14 points in the first quarter there. Huge spark for Coach Verano here in the first quarter. I mean, we mentioned in the opening Loyalsock just knocked off the #1 team in the district, Bloomsburg. So looks like Mount Carmel's playing hungry, and they attacked early.
Speaking of those district standings, what we have right now, you mentioned Bloomsburg is still the 1 seed currently. They're at 15-2. Of course, Mount Carmel area also 15-2. They're currently the 2 seed. Loyalsock is the 3 seed at 13-4. You have Southern, the 4 seed, 8-7. Towanda is the 5 seed, 12-4, and Troy is the 6 seed at 11-5. Currently, Bloomsburg, Mount Carmel, Loyalsock, Towanda, and Troy all clinching playoff berths. So we're underway here in the second. Loyalsock has it.
Mount Carmel comes back out in their man-to-man. Very aggressive. Look for steals. Help defense.
Dadsy. Hands off to Melito. She gets whistled for the dribble. Tornado's going to get it back.
Another turnover for Mount Carmel. That's very impressive of your coach Varsity. Have to be thrilled, giving up 1 point there in the first quarter and then multiple. I had it down to 8 there. Well, 7 in the first quarter. Now with 1 there, that's 8 just in the first quarter.
Reisinger.
They're going ISO for Alyssa.
To Reed. Corner, Wikoski spins.
Nice play.
Katie Wikoski with the
Nice
shot
play.
and the bucket. 2 points for number 24. Tornadoes up 26-1. 7:12 left until half. Abdul Hakim for the Lancers. She's getting doubled on defense. She gets it over to Ellis.
An advantage here.
Shot by Melito doesn't go. Tornado's going to get it back again.
Thought that might have been tipped away by Alyssa, but they're going to give Mount Carmel possession. In that last possession, Alyssa Reisinger was down there. They got her the ball in the high post, and she just turned and looked and saw Wikoski running off her and fed her the ball. Beautiful set there by Mount Carmel.
22, Haley Burkheiser checks in for the Lancers. Wikoski brings it up to her sister Katie. Katie going to take the shot. Off the rim, hits the top. Going to be whistled out of bounds.
Loyalsock got out of that 2-3 zone there to start the second quarter. They're back playing man-to-man. See if they can get some stops and go on a little scoring run here for Coach Jacobson.
Abdul Hakim going to bring it up the floor for the Lancers. Ellis. Burkheiser's shot no good. Rachel has it for MCA. And Katie must have had some ESP there because she saved it on the pass.
I was going to say, Jenna wasn't looking, and the twin sister was there ready for the ball.
Katie drives, takes the shot, and sinks it.
Nice take, little pump fake.
Back-to-back buckets for Katie Wikoski.
Nice little pump fake, get to the basket, and use the bank.
28-1. Just under 6 in the second. Dadsy takes it to the hoop.
Nice take. There you go, charge. There you go, charge call. Good take, but the smarter play by Wikoski to slide in there, get her feet set, and take the charge. It was a nice little Euro step there by Dadsy getting to the basket, but Wikoski slid in there, got her feet set, and got the charge. It's another turnover, though, for Loyalsock. They're 9th.
Dadsy's sister, Elena, checks in, number 30. She's back on the floor for Sock. Rachel bringing it up court, gets over half court. Tornadoes looking to increase their lead. Katie Wikoski. To Pizzoli.
Nice screen. Tipped. It's a nice screen there by Alyssa. Just great defense by Loyalsock to get their hand on the ball, and Jenna Pizzoli shot it. And they're going to get a foul on number 24 for Mount Carmel, Wikoski, and that's going to be 1-on-1 for Loyalsock. They're going to go to the foul line for 1-on-1.
Number 2, Juliana Ellis is going to head to the stripe. Sophomore for her first. Rims out. Rebound by Dadsy.
Walk. Hey, got to walk. Picked her pivot foot up. It's another turnover. We're going to keep track. That's up to 10. Coach Ferrano has to be thrilled with that with a 28-1. That's part of the reason why it's 28-1 right now. Mount Carmel playing very aggressive defense, putting Loyalsock in some pressure situations.
13, Carly Burkowski checked in for the Tornadoes, and Clokus checked back in too a possession ago.
Alyssa had her girl sealed. They just need a better inlet
Dadsy
pass.
to Dadsy there for the sock. And Tornadoes are going to get it back again. Another turnover.
That's good hustle. They turned the ball over and they still hustled back to get a turnover. Now they have Alyssa has a good seal here. Now Jenna unfortunately threw that ball away, but they have to get a better inlet pass here to Alyssa and let her attack. There it is.
There it was.
Just knocked
It
away.
was on your cue.
Yeah. Yeah, Alyssa has good position on the Loyalsock defender. They just have a good pass and let Alyssa go to work.
Burkowski going to inbound. Gets it inside to Pizzoli. Off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Another shot, no whistle. Dadsy rebound. Sock has it. Looking to make something happen offensively on this possession. Abdul Hakim. Whistle.
I'm going to block. Going to block under the basket on Wachowski. And Loyalsock's going to go back to the foul line for one-on-one.
And number 1, Nataya Abdul Hakim going to head to the stripe. Reed and Katie Wachowski back onto the court for the Big Red.
Now that was Rachel Wachowski's first foul. Her sister also, Katie Wachowski, has 1 foul.
Shot rims out. Dadsy rebound, another whistle.
Mount Carmel just not boxing out on the foul shots. Loyalsock getting good position for the rebounds and capitalizing. She's going back to the foul line to shoot one-on-one. Right? No, she's going to shoot 2. That was in a shooting motion.
This is Elena Dadsy, freshman. Sinks her first. Now 28-2. Second shot coming up. (28-3). Red Tornadoes. And that score, that infamous 28-3 score, Hodge, reminds me of that Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl. So just want to give a shout out to the GOAT Tom Brady retiring today.
Every time you see that score, 28-3, you're going to think of that game.
Instantly thought of it when it went to 28-3. So,
and as you mentioned, Tom Brady retiring. So working inside here. Alyssa, I'd like to see her get it back inside the post.
Katie Wachowski to the hoop. Nice drive, but Wachowski just hits the front of that rim.
Good hustle back by Mount Carmel.
Dadsy to Abdul Hakim off the rim. Elena Dadsy rebound it. Tornadoes have it.
They got to walk. Yep. Unfortunately, I think feet got tangled and Clokus fell to the floor. It's going to be a walk on Clokus, and Loyalsock's going to get possession underneath the basket. Loyalsock playing better defense here in the second quarter for Coach Jacobson, only allowing up 4 points here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Dadsy inbounds. Abdul Hakim to Elena Dadsy. Gets to her sister, Izzy. And Sock working the perimeter. Luxemburger to Ellis. She drives.
You get a foul. You get a blocking foul underneath the basket. It's going to be on Katie Wachowski, her second. It's going to be 2 shots. They're in a double bonus here for the remaining of the second quarter. So it's going to be 2 foul shots here on out from any foul that's not shooting for Loyalsock.
Ellis's first one is no good. Juliana going to get a second here.
Now, last couple times Loyalsock was able to get the offensive rebound on a missed foul shot. See if Mount Carmel made some adjustments here on a miss.
Second one rims out. Reed gets the rebound. Tornadoes have it again.
You know, that says a lot about City. I think she was the smallest one there in the paint for that rebound, and she came up with it.
Wachowski over to Chapman.
They're in a pick and roll game here. They're going to need a reach. It's going to be Mount Carmel's underneath. They're not in the bonus yet. It's only the team's 6th.
Tornadoes up 28-3. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left
That foul was
Until
on
half.
Ellis, her second.
Melito's going to check in for her. Ellis going to head to the bench after the foul. Reed going to inbound. Gets to Rachel. Inside, Reisinger. In the paint, kicks it out. Goes out of bounds.
Yep. Loyalsock playing a lot better defense here. They're working Alyssa away from the basket, playing her around the perimeter. You know, get her back inside. Let her go to work.
Abdul Hakim gets it to Dadsey. Over to her sister, Izzy Dadsey. Luxemburger shot off the rim. Gonna stay with Sock. Just rolled off of Rachel Wachowski's shoe, out of bounds. Lancer's gonna keep it. Melito gonna inbound. Abdul Hakim.
Ooh. We're gonna hit on the arm. Looked like they knocked it away, but they got hit on the arm on Jenna Pizzoli. That will be her third foul of the game.
Abdul Hakim gonna head to the stripe.
Gets the roll. Nice
Natalia
little,
got that shooter's roll. She's
Yeah,
gonna shoot her second.
nice little roll there.
Clokus back in for the Tornadoes. And Natalia hits a second, 28-5, 2:33 remaining until halftime and counting.
Loyalsock's 5 points, all coming off foul shots. They have yet to make a field goal.
Dadsey gets it. Elena, the freshman, to the hoop.
She walked with it. Was indecisive whether she wanted to shoot or make the pass, and she walked with it.
Pretty impressive movement down the floor for the freshman center there. She was looking for some help at the end, had to go to the hoop, and it was just...
Yeah, when you play center for your team, you're not usually in a situation where you're running a fast break. So got a little indecisive whether she wanted to pass or go to the basket and shoot, and got the walk.
Wikoski doesn't fall. Reed knocks it out, but it's going to stay with Sock. Good awareness there by Sydney. Abdul Hakim going to inbound to Luxemburger. Back to Abdul Hakim. She's going to bring it up over half court. Under 2 minutes till half.
He walked.
Another turnover.
Slid her foot.
Clokus going to inbound as we head down the final 2-minute stretch here until halftime.
Well, Carmel a little slowing it up here, getting to an offensive set. Only 4 points here in the second quarter for Mount Carmel, all by Katie Wikoski.
Rachel Wikoski to the hoop. Nice shot there with the left hand. Doesn't fall, though. Sock has it coming back up the court. Melito. We do have a whistle by the official.
That's going to stay Loyalsock's ball. Knocked out of bounds by Rachel Wikoski.
Abdul Hakim going to inbound to Melito. Inside, Abdul Hakim to the hoop. And it drops.
That's their first field goal attempt, their first field goal made of the game.
28-7, Red Tornadoes, 1:21 left until the half.
Before that field goal by Abdul Hakim, they had all foul shots for baskets. They had 5 made foul shots.
Coach Verano takes a timeout. We have 1:16 left until the half. 28-7, Red Tornadoes, 21-point lead for the Big Red. And at the timeout, we once again would like to thank our game sponsor this evening, Hollywood Pizza, Oak Street, Mount Carmel, for all your pizza and baked goods needs. And they have the daily specials, so check out Hollywood. And thanks again for sponsoring the game tonight. We will be naming our Hollywood Pizza Tornado of the game at the conclusion of this one. And a lot of Tornadoes still in contention for that, firing on all cylinders with a 21-point lead.
Oh, absolutely. And if you're Coach Verano after that timeout, I think you want to get back to getting Alyssa back inside, let her work in the paint. I mean, she picked up a couple fouls on the Loyalsock defenders when she was working inside. And Loyalsock playing a lot better defense here in the second quarter, getting her away from the basket.
Reed to Wikoski. Lancer snag it. Melito stops herself there, gets it over to Dadsey.
Good knock, good hands by Clokus, chasing her down from behind, knock it away. Nice play. But Mount Carmel with a turnover there out of the timeout.
Dadsy going to inbound. Looking. She gets to Abdul Hakim.
Might have walked.
Rachel Wachowski nearly stole it. Luxemburger to Abdul Hakim to Ellis. Dadsy to Luxemburger. Melito. Sock trying to make something happen here. Ellis fires it. 3 ball off the rim, no good. Dadsy rebound putback is good. 2 points for Izzy Dadsy as we approach 30 seconds until half. 28-9 Red Tornadoes.
I think Mount Carmel's going to hold for the last shot.
Clokus over to Reed. Inside Chapman to the hoop.
And one.
What a nice shot by Ava Chapman. Using the left hand on that last one. And as you mentioned, Hodge, and one.
Great little take there by Chapman. Her first 2 points of the game and a huge time for Mount Carmel. Loyalsock looked to be going on a little run there to close out the quarter. Even though the score is still 30-9, it was a little run they were going on.
Foul shot doesn't fall. Ellis grabs the board.
Mount Carmel's going to get back. Loyalsock has a girl down low.
Ellis brings it up.
Oh, she walked. Now Mount Carmel's going to have an opportunity at the last shot.
7.5 seconds left until half.
I think Ellis saw how wide open the Loyalsock player was on the block, and she kind of just wanted to get it to her as quick as she could. But for Loyalsock, she unfortunately took too many steps.
Burkowski to inbound. To Clokus. Under 5 seconds. Rachel Witkowski. Over to Burkowski. And at the end of the half, Luxemburger knocks it out. At halftime, your score, Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 30, Loyalsock Lancers 9. Tyler and I will be back for the second half after a short break. I'd like to welcome everybody back to WKMC. Just about to start the third quarter. Mount Carmel area 30, Loyalsock 9. Hodge, you want to break down some first half stats?
Yeah, huge first quarter by Jennifer Pizzoli. Unfortunately, in the second quarter, she got in some foul trouble. She had 14 points with 4 3-pointers, followed by Alyssa Reisinger with 6. But the biggest thing in the first half for Mount Carmel was their defense, getting 13 turnovers from Loyalsock. And right there, they're going to get a foul call underneath to start.
Second half underway.
Yeah, he mentioned in first half, the biggest key was Mount Carmel's aggressive man-to-man defense, causing so many turnovers for Loyalsock.
Katie Wikoski over half court to Pizzoli. Inside, try to go to Reisinger. Ellis snags it for Sock.
Ball's knocked away. Good hustle by Mount Carmel, getting back, forcing a contested shot.
Dadsy kicked it to Ellis for that 3. It was no good. Katie Wikoski snags it. Scrum for the ball here.
Uh-oh. Be Mount Carmel's possession.
Off of the jump.
I thought it looked like when Loyalsock defenders slid in there to get the ball, it looked like they were going to have an opportunity there to get it out and get a layup, but Wikoski held on to that ball.
Chapman to Katie Wikoski. Back to Rachel. Doing some passing. Tried to go inside to Reisinger. Just a little bit too high for Reisinger.
2 possessions for Mount Carmel, 2 turnovers.
Yeah, the first half they had that momentum, and sometimes with the halftime break, the momentum gets broken a little bit. They just got to get reset.
Yeah, and, you know, in basketball sometimes you get a little comfortable with a lead. You can never be comfortable. I'm sure Coach Verano told her team that in the halftime locker room. Don't get comfortable just because the score is 30-9. This team, you know, we mentioned a couple times in the first half, this team is coming off a huge win over Bloomsburg, who was #1 in the district. So anything can happen here in high school basketball, so they got to keep the gas going.
Dadsy inbounds to Abdul Hakim. Kicks it out, back to Dadsy, inside to her sister, Elena Dadsy. And Tornadoes get it.
Good hands by Alyssa to knock it away.
Wikoski grabbed it. She works it up to Pizzoli. Jenna going to take it over to Alyssa. Nice ball movement by the Red Tornadoes here in this possession. Katie Wikoski to Pizzoli. 3-shot. Boom.
There it is.
Another 3-pointer for Pizzoli. 33-9, Red Tornadoes.
5th of the game, Aaron. See if she can keep that going here now in the second half. Playing with some foul trouble, 3 fouls.
Abdul Hakim.
Yeah, timeout.
Timeout, Loyalsock.
Coach Jacobson must have either saw something that he wants to take advantage here on the out of the timeout, or he wasn't happy with the way they were playing defense there, because it was a quick timeout there for Coach Jacobson.
At the timeout, we once again would like to thank our game sponsor tonight, Hollywood Pizza. They're also a sponsor of our Tornado of the Game. We'll be awarding that at the conclusion of this one. 33-9 Red Tornadoes, 6:05 left in the third.
There's Jenna Pizzoli's first points since the first quarter on that 3. I mentioned to see if they can get her going here again and see if they work the ball inside to Alyssa. But
Ellis.
Playing good defense here for Mount Carmel to start.
Dadsy goes into Ellis. Ellis to the hoop and scores.
Good position there by Ellis to get inside.
33-11, Red Tornadoes. Wikoski up to Chapman to Pizzoli. Pizzoli driving baseline, whistle.
Yeah, we get a foul underneath. Good drive there by Jenna to get the foul call. Jenna was just a little bit quicker with the ball than her defender was sliding over, and they get the push underneath. Mount Carmel's going to have it underneath for an out of bounds.
Katie Wikoski going to inbound to Chapman, and Ava knocks it down for the bucket. 35-11.
Nice little drop there for that out of bounds play to get Chapman wide open for a layup.
Abdul Hakim to Ellis. Dadsy goes inside to her sister.
Ooh, they're going to get a foul. Big collision there in the middle of the paint. And get that foul on Rachel Wikoski, her second.
Cloak is checking in for Rachel Wikoski.
That's her third foul of the game.
And 23, Izzy Dadsey going to inbound for Sock. Gets into Ellis.
He walked. Took the steps before she put the ball down. Loyalsock coming on a 1-2-2 full court press. Trying to make Mount Carmel make some mistakes, especially with their point guard off the court.
Pizzoli, 3-shot. Off the rim, Reisinger rebound.
Ooh. Looked like Alyssa got hit in the face there on a putback, but play on. Mount Carmel's going to get possession underneath. Loyalsock stepped on the line.
Katie going to inbound. And bombs away. Hits the 3-ball. 38-11. Red Tornadoes.
I'll tell you what, with that combination of Alyssa in the inside, Jenna Pizzoli on the 3, and then she goes for the steal.
Pizzoli to
Nice
the hoop.
take.
Gets the bucket and one.
Nice take by Jenna. I was just going to mention before she got that takeaway, when you have the combination of Alyssa Reisinger inside, Jenna Pizzoli knocking down threes, and then you get that other combination of one of the Wikoski twins or Chapman, start hitting some outside shots. It really helps this offense and opens things up for Coach Verano.
Pizzoli hits the and one free throw, opening that lead up to 30 points. Red Tornadoes 41. Lancers 11, 4:49 left in the third.
Yep, and Coach Verano is going to get a 30-second timeout there. Talk to the girls. I think Jenna Pizzoli looked like she was going to go to the bench for a rest there after that steal and one for Mount Carmel.
And it's safe to say the Tornadoes in this one making their biggest statement of the 2023 season. And we mentioned this several times in our broadcast that Loyalsock did defeat Bloomsburg. Currently, Bloomsburg sits atop the standings in District 4. But the Tornadoes, with this 30-point lead right now, are making a statement as we head into the postseason. But a big matchup coming up early next week, the rematch, Mount Carmel area and Bloomsburg. That is going to be on February 6th. That'll be one to watch. Lancers will have it.
That's going to be must-see action, Aaron, with Mount Carmel playing like this, and Bloomsburg has to be hungry after a loss. Nice knockaway.
Katie Wikoski with the steal. She's moving. Gets it to out. Try to get out to Reed. Reed try to steal it. Lancers have it. Kennedy. Lancers going to set up here on offense. Yeah, Hodge, last week, Bloomsburg and Mount Carmel area were supposed to play. Snowstorm canceled that one out. And then again, if fans are wondering, that makeup date is Monday, February 6th. Three-ball
Nice
shot
little
is
shot
good.
there. Nice shot there for Kennedy from Loyalsock.
Chloe knocks down the three. 41-14 Tornadoes.
Carmel at 3-on-2 here. Good hustle back by Loyalsock.
Reed shot, no whistle. Abdul Hakim gets it back for Sock. Under 4 minutes left in the third.
Looks like it's going to be out of bounds on Loyalsock. It's going to be Mount Carmel's possession. Looked like it hit off the ref, but tough to see across the court.
I think Abdul Hakim was as surprised as anyone there was no whistle there when she had it, and she just kept going with it, and eventually it just went out of bounds.
Now here, notice, Aaron, with the 41-14 lead, it is going to be a running clock for Mount Carmel. Clock will not stop unless a timeout. Ooh, good hustle. Good hustle there by Loyalsock, but stepped out of bounds. Mount Carmel's going to stay in possession.
.22, Haley Burkheiser checking back in for the Lancers. Cloak is going to inbound to Chapman. Back over, Cloacus. Reisinger Pozzoli driving.
Oh, she's going to get hit. She's going to get slapped. It's going to be a foul on number 12 for Loyalsock. Mount Carmel ball underneath.
Reed going to inbound. To Pozzoli.
Nice cut by Jenna.
To the hoop. And finishes. 2 more for Jenna. 43-14. Red Tornadoes 2:28 and counting left in the third.
That gives Jenna Pozzoli 22 points on the night.
Melito. Burkheiser grabs a loose ball. She's moving around the perimeter. Ball does go out. Lancer's going to keep it. Burkowski checks back in for the Tornadoes. Also checking in for the first time tonight, number 33, Sarasowski. Burkheiser gets into Kennedy. Back to Burkheiser. Luxembourg went inside to Ellis, who finishes for the 2 points, 43-16. Pozzoli gets it over to Clokas, and Jenna gets it back. Burkowski.
That's a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line, but nice shot there by Burkowski coming off the bench for Mount Carmel.
Great shot by Carly. 45-16. Clokas gets it. She's taking it to the hoop. Shot off the rim. Rebound by Reed.
Well, Burkowski was calling for it. I thought it was going back up again.
She gets it over to Reed. Pozzoli off the rim. Rebound by Burkheiser for the Lancers. Approaching 1 minute left in the third. Ellis to Melito. Shot off the rim. Battling for that ball. Ellis gets it back.
Oop, they're gonna get a reach on Reed. That's gonna be Reed's second of the game.
Number 15, Ainsley Kennedy checking in first time tonight for Loyalsock. And if you're watching at home, competition rule is a running clock right now. Clokas brings it up over half court. Dishes to Burkowski on the wing. Kennedy was all over her there.
They get a foul. And that might run the clock out here for the third quarter.
And number 22, Anna Grace Reno checking in for the first time tonight for the Tornadoes.
Watch for them to go inside here if they get this off to Anna Grace.
Burkowski going to inbound.
They did. With the running clock, they didn't have enough time.
And you called it again, Coach. They must have your other earbud over there. You drew up that nicely at the end of the third quarter. Your score, Mount Carmel area, Red Tornadoes 45, Loyalsock Lancers 16. As we head into the fourth quarter.
Now, starting the fourth quarter here, still be a continuing running clock with the competition rule. You mentioned before about going to Ava Grace Reno. That was a little Tony Romo call there. You know, Coach Verano went to the bench, get some height in there. Didn't want to get, Alyssa Reisinger back into the game, so she went with the second tallest girl. And unfortunately, with the competition rule, the clock ran out. I think she might have been able to, get a cheap basket there to end the third quarter.
As we head into the fourth, one more time, we just want to thank our game sponsor, Hollywood Pizza. And at the end of the game, we'll be naming our Tornado of the Game, sponsored by Hollywood. And they've been gracious all season long, giving the players of the game some tokens for some pizza at the Hollywood. And we did mention the Bloom game, but up next for the Red Tornadoes is Hughesville here at home on Saturday. So if you're following along at home, Tornadoes will be in action on Saturday against Hughesville here at the Mount Carmel Area Gymnasium. Fourth quarter underway. Sock has it.
Yeah, and that Hughesville game will be one of those quadruple headers. The boys will open up. I think Mr. Greg Sakavich said the JV start at 2.
Reed, 3-shot off the rim. Abdul Hakim with the board.
They're going to reach on Reed. That's her third.
Sock going to have it. Abdul Hakim bringing it up court. Clokas guarding her. Melito to Kennedy. A little bit too high, goes out of bounds. Big Red going to have it back as we approach 7 left.
Yeah, Mount Carmel with some of our bench players in there. Actually, a full bench for Coach Verano. Some of the girls that played JV earlier in the night trying to score some varsity points now.
And starters well-deserved getting a break. They made a statement tonight.
Yeah, they came out on fire, especially Jenna Pizzoli, who mentioned she had 14 first-quarter points. And it looks like she might end the game with 22 for a game high.
Goes out of bounds. Lancer's going to have it. Clock is still running, 6:21 and counting. Final quarter of this one. Abdul Hakim. Whistled by the official.
You get that foul on Clokus, her second.
Loyalsock going to have it. Melito's going to inbound.
You know, fortunate for Loyalsock, I mean, they're getting the fouls from Mount Carmel, but that's a 5-second call. I was going to mention there before the 5-second call, they are getting the fouls on Mount Carmel, but unfortunately at this point with the competition rule, it doesn't stop the clock. So the clock will, you know, it almost takes longer when Mount Carmel fouls now because till the referee reports the foul to the scores table and then they get the ball in bounce, it's almost like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that one took a while. Number 3, Lily Mowry on the floor. Her first action tonight. Gonna stay with the Tornadoes.
Knocked away, Mount Carmel's possession. Like even there, knocking the ball away, if you're Loyalsock, it still takes a good 10 seconds off the clock.
Mowry inbounds to reach, tries to go inside to Reno. Jump ball.
Just stay Mount Carmel's possession. And again, Aaron, just on a jump ball, that just took 12 seconds off the clock. You know, normally in
interesting how that's working.
Yeah, normally in a regular basketball game, you know, the clock will stop there, knocked out of bounds, jump ball, foul. But for Mount Carmel with the competition rule here, you know, it's almost like they're fouling or throwing the ball away on purpose just to let the clock run out so they could start the celebration.
Mowry inbounds, another whistle.
I give credit to the officials, though. They're still calling it close. There's definitely a hold there on Danny Ray, or sorry, on Ava Grace Ray.
Yeah, that foul was called on Kennedy. Reno going to head to the stripe. Foul shot rims out. Kennedy gets the board. Luxemburger bringing it up.
Ooh, knocked away by Reed. Mount Carmel still playing aggressive defense, even with the 45-16 lead.
Melito going to inbound. Chloe Kennedy. Shot.
Nice
Drops
shot.
it.
Nice shot there by Kennedy.
Chloe adds 2. It's 45-18 Red Tornadoes. Mowry. To Burkowski. Tried to go inside to Reno. Goes out of bounds. Going to stay with MCA. Burkowski's going to inbound. Mowry. To Soski.
They have her,
inside to Reno. Just off the rim.
It's a good seal there by Reno to get an open position.
Luxemburger grabbed that last board for Sock. Melito on the wing, number 5.
She walked.
Sock called for the walk.
A couple times tonight, you've seen Loyalsock do that. They run before they put the ball on the ground, and you know, it's right in front of the official.
Tornadoes have it. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left in this one. 45-18 lead. Reed looking to make something happen. Gets it to Mowry. Try to get it back to Reed. Kennedy gets it. Kennedy's driving to the hoop and finishes. So 2 more for Chloe Kennedy. Cuts the lead. 45-20. Red Tornadoes, under 2 minutes remaining.
Get a hand check outside. And Perkowski's going to go to the foul line for a 1-on-1. Looking to add to her 2 points tonight.
Off the rim. Sock grabs it. Melito gets that. Kicking it up court to Luxemburger. Shot no good. Kennedy rebound. Reno gets it back for the Big Red. Minute 25 left in this one. Reed in no hurry. Burkowski on the wing. Mowry, shot, 3 ball, doesn't go. Luxemburger, rebound.
Double dribble.
Turnover again, and we're under a minute remaining. Tornadoes gonna have it. We said this earlier though, Hodge, statement made tonight by the Red Tornadoes.
Absolutely, they got all over them in the first quarter, and they never let up.
Inside, Reno, shot doesn't fall. Luxemburger. Over to Melito. She tries to go inside to
Nice
Anna
pass.
Luxemburger. Doesn't fall. Reed with the board.
Well, Carmel might just dribble this one out. Looks like that's what they're going to do, dribble this one out.
Reed. Loyalsock still playing some good defense.
5-second call, but competition rule, Aaron.
Yep. That might be the end of this one. Looks like it's going to be, Hodge. This one is in the books. Your final score, Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 45. Loyalsock Lancers 20. With the win, Red Tornadoes improved to 16-2. Sock drops to 13-5. And next 2 for the Red Tornadoes. Saturday they host Hughesville. Monday on the road at Bloomsburg. And what a win for the Red Tornadoes. You might be seeing on screen currently. We talked about Tom Brady earlier in the contest. Obviously, he is the GOAT. And in terms of girls basketball, we have the GOAT coach. And tonight was Coach Lisa Verano's 300th career victory at the helm for the Red Tornadoes. Monumental achievement for her. Her team is honoring her right now for the 300th win. And it was a good game to get it in for her. Dominating performance. Girls came out to get her that 300th. And Coach Verano is the 3rd coach ever at Mount Carmel area with 300 victories. And she's the 1st coach ever in one sport. And her overall record is 300 wins, 64 losses, and a phenomenal job. Said it before, in terms of girls basketball, we have the GOAT coach. And congratulations, Coach Verano. You deserve it. 300th dub for you. And the Red Tornadoes are going to be moving on and marching toward those District 4 playoffs. And as Coach Verano is being honored, we told you earlier, we are also going to be naming our Hollywood Pizza Tornado of the game. And tonight came out on fire in the first half, finished with 22 points, including 5 3-pointers. Anthracite was on standby for number 10, senior Jenna Pizzoli. And she definitely made her teammates, coaches, and her dad was working in the concession stand tonight. So hopefully you got to see some of
Yeah,
it.
he got out of there pretty quick once she hit her second one, I think.
Making him proud. So congratulations, Jenna. You are a player of the game. Once again, congratulations to the Tornadoes for a big victory against Loyalsock. Congrats to Coach Ferrano on her 300th career win. For Tyler Hodge, I'm Aaron Demansky. It is a great night to be a Red Tornado.